And what did he want in return for this knowledge?
Doesn't matter. I said no.
I am glad you had the sense to turn him down, but it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you?
That's between me and the devil.
I see.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access.
You're the one who's always talking about trust. If you trust me, you'll stop this right now.
That is a fair request.
You feel its presence withdrawing from the fringes of your awareness.
I shall respect your privacy on this occasion. But know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project, I will be forced to reconsider our alliance. Now come. We have an Elder Brain to destroy.
Welcome back to Tran wins Baldur's Gate 3. In Raphael's area, there are a few letters that might give you some more information about what he's up to. First, we'll go and glance at this table. Devil Don't Rhyme, a verse epic. This is a heroic fantasy in verse form, told in the first person by a bold poet who challenges the devil, clearly modeled on Raphael, to an improvised poetry contest to win back the soul of his lover. It's just a rap battle, I guess. The following couplet has been circled in red ink. If the line doesn't scan, the devil sneers, you forfeit your soul and end in tears. Ha! I'll keep my time and make my rhyme. With vim and snap and no, down came the claw crap. There's also another notebook here, which is just an excerpt. While Raphael's in Baldur's Gate, he's having fun with the residents here. This is a scrapbook collecting supplications, notes, and letters from mortals to Raphael begging for boons, help, and assistance. Margin notes call out the devil's favorites, as in this example. Says she wants her siblings out of the way so she can take full control of the family business, only so that their late mother will be properly honored by its efficiency and profitability. How utterly disingenuous. One has to admire it. There's no profit for me in taking her gnarly little soul. Helping her would be sheer indulgence, but if I'm not indulging myself, why bother with any of this? And then we get to the meat. We have 3 letters on this desk in order from White Pawn, White Bishop, and White Knight. I don't know if we'll encounter any of these circumstances, but we'll at least find out more information on what Raphael's up to here. White Pawn. You are to find a high-profile, unsolved crime and confess to it, turning yourself into Porter after arranging at Baldur's Mouth for coverage. You know which reporter to use. Your position in the Flaming Fist Barracks should make it easy to identify a crime that, when resolved, will add greatly to Porter's renown. That will cancel your debt. Don't worry about the why. The pawn's place to be sacrificed so other pieces can win the game. Read the White Bishop orders. White Bishop, prepare yourself for a major speech in your temple extolling Flame Porter for her successes, protecting the city and fighting crime. She is clearly a favorite of both mortals and immortals, and you can hint that fate and destiny may conspire to place her in command of Baldur's Gate. Your sermon will be printed in full in Baldur's Mouth, so remember that you are speaking not just to Helm's devotees, but to every citizen of the gate. Orate, elevate, and inspire. That will cancel your debt, and, I don't doubt, you will end up as a key player in the new regime. Ready yourself. White Knight, your task is finally at hand. As commander of the Sea Tower, you're close to all the sub-commanders of the Flaming Fist. Sound them out as to their willingness to support the possibility of Flame Porter's promotion to Marshal, and perhaps even beyond. Encourage those who are lukewarm to be prepared to rank themselves behind Porter when events elevate her in power and prominence. However, for those who would oppose her, don't push them. Just make a note of their names and positions, and they will be dealt with by other means. That will cancel your debt, and doubtless line you up for greater responsibilities as well. Prepare yourself. Alright, let's continue with our journey. Actually, we'll just warp back downstairs.
Does this thing with a whip way on it?
This guy sells some paintings and some dyes. I don't know what you would get the paintings for. Maybe we get to buy a player house in this area. This person, although they have an elixir of bloodlust on the table, they just sell food. Alright, this is my first take on this upcoming area. I don't really know much about it. I haven't rehearsed any of this yet.
Danthelon is up those stairs, and he's hung rooms beside the door. So the Harpers are waiting too.
Alright, we'll do that first. I know this is Danthelon's.
You are not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
A hero is nothing without the right equipment. See Danthelon's dancing axe for all your adventuring needs.
Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
Darling, it's very leather-like.
Don't draw any trouble on old Enthal. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
I like that this shop has guards. That's actually kind of cool. Just clothing on these shelves.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
Oh, you can turn off the charm, Enthal. He's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key.
We were looking for a safe house. This doesn't look like one.
Agreed. Didn't stop you here as lot from nesting in my cellar.
Enthal's no Harper, and claims no love for those who are. But he's been known to shelter us when we need it.
Enthal has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him. Now go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today.
Wait, I would like to take a look at your stock.
To buy? You're already my favorite.
Well, I just can't help myself from collecting magical items, such as this Horns of the Berserker. It says it gains +2 bonus to attack rolls on attack creatures that have already taken damage. Unarmed melee attacks will deal an additional 2 necrotic damage, as long as I don't have full health. If I don't deal any damage, I take 1 to 4 necrotic at the end of my turn. Again, this is my first take, and I have not rehearsed any of this, so I guess another word for that is this is blind. Blightbringer. Attacking gnomes or dwarves with this weapon will receive 1d4 bonus to attack and damage rolls. This would have been handy in the Grimforge. Well, do Dwergar count as dwarves? I would assume they did. When this weapon lands a critical hit, it also slows the target creature. Alright. Anything else that is specially magic? +2, Harmonic Dueler. Mellow Harmony. Let's see what that does. You make a performance check, success, granting all your melee weapon attacks additional damage, equal to your charisma modifier. Minimum 1 additional damage for 10 turns every short rest. Okay. As for their armor, Garb of the Land and Sky, Mountainous Poise. Is that how you say it? While using Patient Defense, you also benefit from the effect of Blade Ward. None of my characters used Patient Defense. Jaheira, my monk, could use it, but I realistically just have her key for damage. Since we have 10 characters, I'm not really worried about defense. First off, the battles are going to be long enough as it is. To an extent. I would say that battles can be technically faster because I'll be able to kill the enemy and not have to take turns passing back and forth. It's like if you played Monopoly and you owned all the properties in the beginning of the game. Breeze Swift Speed. While using Step of the Wind, your next attack roll has advantage and deals an additional 1 to 8 force damage. And it has +1 armor class. So the armor class is probably the biggest thing for a monk, I would assume. Hey, a cloak. At the beginning of the wearer's turn, the cloak activates, granting enemies disadvantage on attack rolls that target the wearer. This effect lasts until the wearer takes damage. This sounds like an awesome cloak. Gauntlets of the War Master. Heightened maneuver. Targets have disadvantage on saving throws against your maneuver and weapons actions. Okay, that goes on Lae'zel. Snow-dusted monastery gloves. Your unarmored attacks deal an additional 1 to 4. So we have collected quite a few martial or unarmed gloves for monks. I would like to just stack them all on. I don't know why you can't, but I mean, sure. I will say that I've done a little bit of research into trying to learn more about D&D. And I guess there's something called affinity or whatever that you can only attune to a certain number of magical items in tabletop. I guess. I don't know. That sounds tedious.
A pleasure. Jaheira needs more friends like you.
I'm sure it's for balance purposes, and I guess tabletop players have a different sense of things that they like. As for me, a computer single-player game player, I'm trying to get away from him so I can talk. As a single-player computer game RPGer, I guess, I just try to get as overpowered as possible. How's my crew doing? Are we mostly down here? Yeah, that's good enough.
High Harper, may Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes, High Harper. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Seluna's tears as some kind of code.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
See here, we have, again, this is blind, so I'm actually looking at all these choices. Huh. We'll pick number 2. Obviously, this means that, like, this is more just, I don't know, I kind of like 4. But I want to just be a complete dunderhead.
Yes, Marcus. Shame such a dashing fellow turned out so evil, isn't it?
Jair.
Oh, Jaheira. Orin promised you'd make for challenging prey, but then you brought an idiot along.
What I will do is I'll probably do another take of this, and we'll pick Sorcerer. And if you're seeing this means that this was the take I liked best. Alright, well, Asterion goes first. He generally does go first thanks to his... First, he does have very high dexterity, but then he also has the +2 initiative rolls from his Soulbreaker Greatsword, which he doesn't really swing. I guess we should realistically hit him. I kind of want to just kill the leader, though. We'll attack him, it's fine. Wow. Hey, I clicked this. When you can't sheathe your crossbows, Asterion actually has his sword out right now. Whoa, wow, okay. I told you this was blind, right? I guess I must have been next to a barrel. That's fine. I like that, actually. But yeah, Asterion actually has his swords out, so he can do opportunity attacks. It just looks like he still has crossbow because he's not allowed to sheathe it. Yeah, well, it's just Will. We don't have to worry about him. I'm not sure how she got radiated orb. Was it because like they missed Shadowheart? How did they get? So let's see here. I'm looking here. Okay, Harper lays in, used the arrow of fire on Will. Then they failed against Thunderous Conversion. When Wyrm deals thunder, lightning, or radiant damage, inflict reverberation on target. But how did Harper Lazen get radiant damage? Let's see. Shadowheart, what are you wearing these days? It's not that they didn't attack you. I have no idea. She attacked Will. So even if she missed Will, it shouldn't count towards Shadowheart. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. But alright. I mean, it's not that I'm upset about it. I was curious. I'm just trying to figure this out. Is all of them? Here. There's you. There's you. Oh, that's it? This is no ambush. I understand I have a full squad, but at this point, only 2 people have moved. Not her move yet. Her face just looked a little more opaque than the others. I really probably got to change House into something else. I just don't know what to make him, really. What happens if I polymorph a shapeshifter? Can they just polymorph back? I can see I forgot to drink my elixirs before hitting record. This is how you know this is my first take. So I get all my amateur mistakes in the video. Normally it takes me... Normally I record a segment, we'll say 3 or so times. Which is one of the reasons why my videos take so long to come out. And the reason I do that is these videos will be up forever. And I feel that if I take the extra time to make them good now, they'll hopefully still be good in the future. Alright, Will died, apparently. We could revive him, but I think he could just also wait. Wait, was he still at 1 hit point? He was probably still at 1 hit point. And we cannot... Alright, fine, we'll revive him now because she cannot reach with her throw. Here, take the high ground. No, Anakin can't defeat you.
Time's running out.
I feel like I've already ended your turn. Was it someone else that I ended? Oh, it was Will's turn that I ended. It's fine, I don't think he can really do anything anyways. I'm just curious if the shapeshifter can do anything as a result of me polymorphing it. I know that he has the mind reader ability, so I'm less likely to hit him. It's just that he's so far away. Oh, I guess I could have done this. I've equipped Minthara to be a blesser. So she only gets the 1 holy word. When she used to be a paladin level 6 for Oath of Nature, she had the channel oath charge to heal her teammates. Now that she's healed everybody, they get bless and Blade Ward. No, they don't get Blade Ward? Did I unequip that from you? Is that a different save? Oh yeah, I put Martial Exertion on her. Oh, let's try that then. Okay. Yeah, she used to have the Hellrider's Pride or something. Since I don't see a benefit over here, I'm going to assume that this was 1 time only, even though the text description of the ability implies more than 1 turn. I just want to see what happens. I assume he can't do anything. I guess not. All right, let's punch him out of existence.
I may not have claws, but
I should have thrown him. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I guess you didn't die. Well, we also don't know what kind of loot they might have, so.
More orange doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mahler's mark. How many more Harpers dead?
Did I get it right?
Shaluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper, but yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead, evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Baalists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rashomar. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Kelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! High Harper, please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper when you could still live as anything else?
Okay, hold on. There is so much I want to unpack here. Okay, number one. I've never really held too high of an estimation of Harpers, or at least in the game that we've played so far. Maybe they really are legendary figures. You have to remember, I don't know the tabletop stuff. I have not sat down and read 1,500 different adventure modules. They may actually be totally awesome people. But in the computer games, at least, I know that must make me seem like some sort of naive noob, a tourist, as you would. The Harpers have always been getting themselves in trouble, and it's up to the player character to solve their issues for them. To me, the Harpers have always been people who may want to do good, but they're essentially children playing at war. So, Jaheira, she is upset that this dude was sent to go... even though she didn't really know she was up against shapeshifters, I guess, she went up against, one, the absolute cultists who literally brainwash you, dominate you, mind control you. Or two, shapeshifters who steal your identity. She didn't stand a chance here. And she's ragging on him for this? She even said, what if citizens come in? What citizens? This place was in the back room of a basement that was behind a locked door. I mean, what?
Jaheira, you're acting like this is his fault. It's yours.
I most humbly beg your pardon?
Geraldus lived so he could warn you. Don't Harpers serve the greater good?
You volunteer wisdom where it is not wanted. All the more galling then that you are right. This mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus, you're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here.
All right. I will say that I had actually walked down into this basement before, but there was no event. I think what happens is if you walk into the next map, down the road, this event gets terminated. I don't know how to explain it.
It's perfect for a show.
No. The Gondians built the steel watch.
Yes, but they were...
Armor was
I'm assuming there's nothing in the crates, so let's take a look at these surveillance notes. City's Harpers appear to operate independently, each separate cell feeding into a ranking member who oversees the larger network. It's an effective method, distributing their efforts and ensuring that each unit is safeguarded against the infiltration of the others. But once already compromised, this structure is their greatest weakness, with no individual Harper being able to tell where the contamination began and how far it has spread. And so while they scramble to rebuild themselves, we carry on with the Chosen's work. Okay? Oh, and the Harpers do use code. What? I was trying to go downstairs. The Harpers do use code, and I guess there's... because when I tried to look up stuff about the Harpers, that was one of the things that was introduced to me is their deciphered code language. I assume Jaheira does want to talk to me, she just doesn't have the little speak icon. And before we talk to her, I'd like to at least look around and read all the relevant notes in case that opens up new dialogue options.
It's perfect for a show.
There's a heavy chest around this corner. Probably locked. No, that's good. Can I do anything with this? Doesn't look like it.
My mother and father.
Alright, Jaheira, where you at? Oh, you're inside one of the characters. That makes it hard to find you.
I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen. True enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashiman?
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
He traveled with you back in the old days.
I sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days, which is considerably more insulting. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die.
Hopefully you've learned better since then, but I suspect there's more to the story than that.
There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
Okay. Yeah, so in the previous episode, I talked about how my character always seems so scared of everything's going on. She's just regaling us of her backstory, and my character's frightened about mind flayers. Oh no! It's like, this is the DM telling you what your characters feel. And maybe for some tabletop players, that's cool with them. But I would have assumed that's taboo, is the player decides how their characters feel, not the DM. I don't know. I guess... Alright, let's see here.
He broke ranks. It sounds like he got what he deserved.
Perhaps. He's not the first one lost to the cult, and unlikely to be the last. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either.
Why are you only telling me this now?
Because I was playing the pragmatist and writing my friend off for dead. Then I met you. If I seem suddenly flushed with hope and soft feeling, you have only yourself to blame. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
There's the ladder.
Very well.
Come on, how many times I gotta click it? Okay, that seems a bit excessive, but sure. That button just opens up the door. I didn't click the door, because the door is, it's red. So if I touch it, people will get mad. Hey, did you hear the explosion downstairs?
How about we set... If your lot have cracked another bloody cask,
They're dead, Entharl. Doppelgangers were using them as bait.
Seems they snared more than they could skin in you. Did Geraldus survive?
Alive. But he'll need some time to recover.
I'll tuck the boy up tight till he's ready to get back to harpering. What will you do?
Continue the hunt.
Aye. Silly question, I suppose.
I don't even know really what the point of that door is. Like, how often is this shopkeeper gonna go stand outside and look at the balcony? I guess maybe there's a parade. I don't know.
You're astonishing feat of genius.
You are not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job.
Let's see what you've got. Whoa, she really wasn't kidding. She's got thieves' tools. Okay. You know, we'll buy this smoke powder bomb. Because I like this lady already.
Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for ya.
Hope so too.
We're shopping for a dinner with my parents, remember?
Of course. Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands. Maybe?
Hello? Hi! Over here! Me! Put him up! Put him up!
Race for a fight.
Wait! I wasn't really gonna fight you. I was just trying something out. My name's Naaber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter?
Hate to break it to you, but I think you're a door.
Why don't you actually fight me, and I'll tell you.
Sure. I'll just raise my fists and... it's no use. I can't do it. Guess old Naaber's more of a talker than a fighter.
Here's a tip from a real fighter. Less talking, more fighting.
Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not.
Let's... Where... But I can't even look at the mirror. What kind of store is this?
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Carm's Garms. I'm Carm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for?
Perhaps leave the taglines to the experts. You haven't quite nailed that pattern.
Ugh. If it's empty patter you want, get your clothes from my brother Figaro. But if it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, Carm's Garms as you covered.
So you don't get on with your brother?
You wouldn't either, if you knew him like I did. Since Dad died, he thinks he's cock of the bloody walk, that I should give up my shop and work for family business. For him, dick.
Your brother is in danger. I found his name on a serial killer's list.
A killer? That's... God. I've no love from my brother, but that's extreme. He doesn't deserve that. Thanks for warning me, but it's him that needs warning, and he never listens to me.
Maybe Figaro wanted his sister close. You just lost your dad, after all.
Maybe you should keep your nose out of where it doesn't bloody belong. Now, you want clothes or not?
Let's take a look at it.
Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit.
Well, let's see here. The first thing I'm looking at are the dyes, and I don't think you've got any new dyes that I don't have. I have all of this. I have these. I am quite the thief. I may not have a chandelier-styled embroidered ensemble. Anarchic purple outfit. Sure, I don't think I have anything like that.
Remember, Carm's Garms, here for all your fashion needs.
I will say that in between episodes, I actually spend a lot of time dressing up our characters. I can't count the number of times that we've had our characters change their camp clothing during the course of this playlist. This is what he currently is dressed as. During the Shadowfell, he was dressed in an Absolute's clothing, because I thought it was cool. It's a nice, dark, grim area. Let's see if he shows up in dialogue now.
Roar! 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 Are you scared? Did you wet your pants? Did you? Did you?
My family's asleep right now, so I can't do this. But we'll just pretend that I roared really loud. Mew!
Oh, wow! Yours is much better! Whew. Oh, well. Back to the Narbing board.
The what?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear.
Tran.
Happy birthday to you. What do you think? Am I a good bard?
Where's my birthday cake?
Oh, sorry, shit. I didn't know bards had to bake too.
Does he go through all the classes?
Bless us with your gentle, no, holy, spirit. No, soul, no, spirit. Your powers, your divine powers. Bother.
Are you trying to pray?
You're very good at this. Perhaps you could teach me. I'm trying to pray. Am I doing this right?
What god are you praying to?
There's more than one? Shit.
Sniff him back.
Aha! You fell for it! I'm pretending to be a dog. Everyone likes dogs.
Oh, wow. I actually like this guy. He's funny to me. I want to see what... This is also a funny line, though. We're going to try it.
Correct. But nobody likes Naaber.
That's not true. My mom does. Wait, no. She loves me. But does that mean she actually likes me?
Okay, I can understand Minthara liking that, but why Will and Jaheira? Why did they like that I just insulted a townsperson? You do remember that a lot of my characters have 100% relationship, so they can't show whether they approve of it or not. I think that's silly. I think it should just go ahead and show you the approval so you can see what they would have enjoyed. Just because they are already appreciate you at max doesn't mean they can't still appreciate the things you do. That's like after you get married, don't do nice things anymore because you're at max.
Behold, mundane meddler, you step in the domain of a master speller. For I am to be the most mighty wizard!
How wondrous. The School of Magic is your specialty.
School? School? Wait, there's learning involved? No! Know any fiendish philanthropists? Fickle fey financiers? Eldritch employers? I want to make a pact.
My patron might still be in the market for souls. I'll put in a good word for you.
My soul? I have to give up my soul to become a warlock?
Finally, some peace and quiet.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was in deep meditation, see? Isn't peace and quiet just the best? I've decided to become a monk. I'm gonna be the best monk there ever was!
If we were to play this a second time, I would totally make a character made after Naaber.
Go back to being silent then.
Naaber seals his lips, but you feel the pressure of words behind them. The poor thing is straining, fit to burst.
I can't do it. I have too much to say. You were right. I can't be a monk. I just want to talk. Talking's great. See, you can say words, make friends, tell everyone everything you're thinking and feeling.
As he empties himself of his latest slew of thoughts, you take the opportunity to slip away.
Boo! Bet you didn't even see me coming. I'm a shadow, a master of sneakery, a rogue!
Was someone talking? I hear them, but I can't see them.
Oh, I might be too good at this. What if no one ever sees me again? What if no one ever talks to me again? No! If not a rogue, then a ranger. I'm great at chasing things down.
You, the apex predator? No.
I'm a bit too chatty, aren't I? Oh, well. Perhaps the answer was deep inside me all along. An ancient spark of arcana. Yes, I was born to be a sorcerer. I can feel it.
Do you draw your magic from draconic ancestry like me?
Let me focus. I can feel the power deep within me. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. Oh. Oops. Just ingestion. My liege, I swear to you an undying oath of absolute devotion. I am but your humble paladin.
Why can't I have any options to say yes?
I am afraid I am sworn to an oath of my own. I cannot be your master.
Boo! Oh, well. Back to the Narbing board. These roles sure are restrictive, aren't they? Maybe the adventuring life's just not for me. I really like talking to you. There's not a lot of people that want to talk to me, so I brought you this present. Here. Now, what are we gonna talk about if not the adventuring life? Wait. What if I mix the classes? Naaber, you genius!
Okay, bye Naaber. What do we get? I don't think we got anything. Let's sort by latest. Okay. I am curious to see what the other answers he has are. We'll check that out at the end of the episode. Alright. I'm thinking whether or not I want to kill these people. Let me think here. Well, let's see. If we sneak in, you know what? We'll All right. There is a passage because I noticed that if you are holding down the search command. Wait, where are this? I'm supposed to see some dragon toadstools. Why don't I see any dragon toadstools? Okay, well, in the past, I had seen dragon toadstools or something, mushrooms or something down there. And I was like, oh, that must mean I can go down there and get loot. So I sent my character go fly. I looked around, and over on this side, there is a crack in the wall. We kind of saw that when we were doing the beach event with the guild and the Stone Lord. So that leads to the prison. That's one way we can go in. However, I also have another way we can go in. If we talk to her, we can get some inspiration. So that's probably what we'll do. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. I was just thinking that I probably want to kill her so I can get some more Steel Watcher stuff. We can always kill her later.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Wyrm's Rock's closed for the day.
Not close to Duke Older Ravengard's own son, surely.
You having a laugh, devil boy? I know Ravengard, and last I knew, his spawn wasn't sporting those horns. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it.
Will, how many times are you going to try that card? Seriously, dude. You are so full of yourself. Alright, if we pick number 2, we'll get an inspiration specifically for having the dispatch, which is picked up in the courier's office, the mail office. The Flaming Fist Orphans Fund is 20,000 gold.
What's special about today?
Ordination is what? Lord Gortash is becoming Archduke. All the peers came to pay regards.
As you can see, I have an urgent dispatch for Duke Ravengard.
Looks in order. Last door on the right. Don't keep the Duke waiting. Lower the gates. Special permission.
I will say that she's a lot nicer than Edwina, who will just take your gold.
No, he merely offered pay.
Did I already use that?
Gondians built the steel watch.
It's perfect for a show.
Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which
Weird.
makes him
Where's the rest of my
How
interface?
about we settle on the Gondians and Gortash
I think I'm glitched out. I'm hitting I. You can see space skip down at the bottom. Oh man, I haven't saved since actually I haven't saved at all. We are glitched out. Let's try talking to somebody I can unglitch, maybe. I was gonna show you my inventory and take a look at.
Keep it moving.
There we go. We get okay. Now we have our stuff. Okay. Rock solid alibi, inspiration. Was it charlatan? Maybe it was noble. I think it was noble. Multipass. Use the urgent Ravengard missive to pass the Flaming Fist checkpoint. You can get that either here. Whoops. You get that either here or at the first checkpoint. And if you sneak in, you'll get a different inspiration. We got rock solid alibi for convincing the Flaming Fist to let us in. If we snuck in through, say, the prison, or I just flew over, which is a thing I could actually totally do, just through the bridge, they don't really seem to care. But if the drawbridge were still up, my character still fly through or around, we would get a different inspiration. So these two are exclusive ones. I don't actually want to close the door, and I don't know why the door was open in the first place. It was. All right, well, whatever. Sometimes that happens.
What is the meaning of Selune's tears, Jaheira?
To most people, a rather old-fashioned greeting. To a Harper, a signal that there are shape changers in our midst. You should have studied Jelvin before you stole her face. She wasn't much of a smiler.
Maybe not in your company, Harper. But after I gave her to Warren's blades, I promise you, she was smiling from ear to ear.
Pretend to be terrified.
Yes! Naaber has found his calling! Maybe not.
It's more like, by your sacrament ever be praised, O unholy, most wise, infernal god.
Wow! That was awesome! I bet it even works when you do it.
What's your favorite spell?
Wizard? W-I-Z-A-R-D. Wizard.
No, spell, as in magic spell, the thing wizards cast.
Wait, there's another step after that? Ugh, rats.
Are you ready for the long, drawn-out silences of an assassin's pursuit?
Why do so many professions have to be done in silence? I like talking! Talking is the best!
I hope you're looking forward to those long, lonely months on the trail.
God damn it! Why are so many adventure jobs so lonely? I thought you were supposed to have parties!
Then you must follow my commands. My first is this. Break your oath, now!
But how am I supposed to... Oh no. Something inside me feels very wrong. Did I just break something? Oh, I hope it wasn't anything important.
If you've pickpocketed the necklace from him, you'll instead get the seemingly gleaming ring with a +1 charisma saving throws.